Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I just watched a goofy presentation by AEW Games and Kenny Omega. They were all dressed like Steve Jobs or whatever, doing a PowerPoint presentation. Um, so they're releasing a game, a real game, and a couple of mobile games. AEW fans very excited, and they showed an early trailer of the game. And honestly, it kind of looked like crap. Just, it's early. It might not be the finished product, but it was Jericho and Omega brawling or whatever. And like people were saying in the chat, it looks like WWE All Stars. Horrible graphics on the face and body, and like very blown up, like All Stars, like very blown up look or whatever. Hikaru Shida comes out in video game form and starts beating up Kenny Omega. So WWE stopped intergender matches in the game for whatever reason. And AEW is going to let you beat up girls in the game or whatever. People are excited, I guess. But graphics wise, it looked like shit. You know what I mean? People always complain about WWE games. Oh, look at the faces or whatever. This looks like a game that was made in 1990. You know what I'm saying? Um, so if people complain for WWE graphics, but they're adoring this shit, I'm not understanding it because apparently this game's going to be available on PS5. If it looks like this, it's going to have the worst fucking graphics for PS5 or whatever. Um, and they said that it's gonna be like No Mercy. Kenny Omega, I heard you guys want No Mercy, so apparently it's gonna be a rip-off of a game that WWE did like 20 years ago. How innovative this company there. A very innovative company ripping off games from 20 years ago. You people hate WWE, but you adore a company that rips off WWE constantly. Like the games, everything, it's like a WWE thing. You know what I mean? Why would you give money to somebody to rip off the company you hate? I don't understand. Is this another revenge thing, even though the game looks like shit? The graphics and stuff, y'all are gonna give them your money even though they're ripping off a game. It's not innovation if they're giving you no mercy. It's just a rip off of a game from 20 years ago, which looks like a shitty WWE All Stars game, which wasn't even good or whatever. Um, so I'm a little confused there. So far I'm not intrigued by this game. It looks cheap, to be honest. We'll see what the gameplay is like. You know what I mean? We'll see more as time progresses. But so far, people are marking out for somebody else's game that they made 20 years ago or whatever. Um, and the mobile game, it's GM mode. GM mode is back. First of all, this is another thing that they're stealing from WWE. WWE did GM mode, and the fans want it back, and AEW just rips that off. Hey, look, it's back. No, you're just ripping off people again. You know what I'm saying? You're just stealing somebody else's shit. Like, oh, it's back. No, people wanted the real GM mode from WWE back, not whatever shit you fucking put on a mobile game, calling it GM mode. It looked like welfare shit. Whatever game this was, GM mode or whatever. So again, more stolen material, ripping off a game from 20 years ago, ripping off another thing from WWE and making a mobile game with it. And apparently they got some kind of gambling game, Double or Nothing. It's like people gambling and the little clip they had there. So I don't know what the fuck kind of game this is there. It's like maybe a casino game with AEW's name on it. I don't know what this is there, but it just seems like a giant fucking ripoff. And I find it strange that people are going to praise such stealing of other people's ideas. I'm upset at WWE. I hate WWE, so I'm going to buy a shittier version of WWE stuff that they came up with. Just a little lame, in my opinion, there. Until next time, peace! Ah!